Hello everybody and welcome back to Crusader Kings, where we just declared war on Biharmaland. And we're of course going to raise our forces here. We've got 44,000 already. Yeah, we just need to raise up these extra 9 days. That's fine. So we're going to take this over, absolutely no problem. We're not expecting any major issues. Here we have scaled our army down to the size of their army. They're actually right here. That's fascinating. Do we fight them here? Yes, but we split off our siege force, is I think the answer. So we're going to move out these bombards and about 10k troops. There we go. And we're going to have these guys be... Okay, this king can lead this, that's fine. And we're going to head down this way. Now, they're not locked in. We're going to let them lock in, which they are now locked in. And we're going to go fight them up here. Yes, we'll take attrition, but it'll be fine. No problem whatsoever there. This may actually stack wipe, given those numbers. Yeah, I think it will. Oh, and I wanted to double check. Are achievements currently enabled? They are. Okay, and the reason I wanted to double check that was because I just activated the free DLC that they released not too long ago. What was that called? That was the Elegance of the Empire DLC. It doesn't have any actual changes, but I know in some Paradox games that can cause achievements to get disabled. That is not the case here, though. Achievements are enabled, so that's perfect. So we're going to let them retreat. They didn't get stack wiped. Do we go up to their capital? They're not actually retreating to their capital. I guessed wrong there. So in that case, we're going to come back over this way. I don't think we continue chasing them because I don't want to go all the way over this way. Too much attrition. So we're not going to do that. We do see this Polish force, or rather Lithuanian force, over here. It's not the Polish force, of course. We control Poland. That's the thing that we did last episode. So we're going to take this over. We're going to go fight the Polish force. We do need to keep in mind that this retreating force will likely come back and look to attack our siege force. I don't think they're strong enough to stack wipe us, so I don't think it's actually a problem. We'll just play this a little bit risky here. Okay, they're down over this direction. Sure, we'll pay the royal court a visit. What do we got? Lose some stress? Sure. And an inhospitable host, huh? Let her stay. We'll be an extravagant host. Why not? That'll help offset some of that court grandeur that we lost. Cool. So we're going to fight over here, and the Lithuanian force doesn't like this situation. Oh, wow. A peasant revolt right there, keeping these guys occupied. That's remarkable timing. Okay. So, I mean, they still get here in time to prevent stack wipes. But that was still insane. Ooh, all of Holland. Yes, please. So we just gained a claim on all of Holland. Now we're working on the HRE down here. So that is a claim on all of this. We weren't going to fabricate on any of that anyway. So we're then going to work on fabrication here in Antwerp. Cool. So we'll keep working on that while we are winning this war. We win this battle. These guys are headed this direction. We're definitely going to make our way over. We're not actually going to catch them here. And I want to head up over this direction. We're at 53% war score here. They're actually going to siege? They should not siege. Our wife died. So that does mean we're above our domain limit. But that's not actually a problem. We can just grant out the title out over... Where was that? Here. We can grant out Frazee. Now, do we want to? We can grab War Profiteer, like we need that. And we can also find ourselves a new wife. Zofia would not be terrible here. Skill 24 Stewardship. Done. Chance of children is low. We don't care about that. We've got plenty of children at this point. This is all set up correctly. So this guy's going to be our heir. He's got this betrothal ongoing. And do we care about this? She's skill 10 stewardship. I think we actually break that betrothal and we find him this wife. She is intelligent with skill 24 stewardship, and that sounds good to me. Cool. So that's great. And the marriage proposal was accepted. Cool. Was that our marriage proposal? Yes. Okay, and she is assisting ruler. We could have her manage domain. I don't actually think there's a reason to do that since we're at 11 of 11 domain. So that seems fine. What is our son's education trait? Elusive Shadow. Okay. Noted. This one should be a steal. We've got plenty of cash. I'm not concerned. A successful haggle. Cool. And we became the owner of an eggshell gem. In quotes. That's a colorful piece of eggshell passing as a gem. Okay. 10% fertility is interesting, though. Almost certainly better than some of, like, this anger for Alba. I would not mind that. It only lasts 10 years. So that's going to be a thing. We'll keep an eye on that. These guys are making their way up over here. We win our siege here. We hit their capital. They're almost certainly heading up to contest this. That said, it looks like we're going to catch them up here. Which I wouldn't have expected, but sure. Cool. So between this battle and this siege, the war's over, right? Yeah, the war's super over. We may need to siege these castles, but we can just walk in over here. This should be the end. Yeah, it definitely is. So we'll just go ahead and enforce our demands there. Disband our troops. This is all our territory. This is the duchy view. We're going to go back into realms. The priest must be guilty of something. Indeed. So, that's our territory. We can do the same sort of thing with all of these kingdoms out over here. We're working on our claims on the HRE. I want more than just this before we fight the HRE. On a per-war basis, I want... This is religion. On a per-war basis, I want these... Like, I want to get quite a lot per war, right? That's the idea. Denmark, are we still truce to you? We are. For how long? That must be really close to up. 15 months? That is enough time to potentially make a move on, like, Novgorod here. If they have a decent claimant. 35 reasons, huh? And then there's these children down here that are not going to be a thing. So, the Queen of Novgorod, yeah. The current king is male and of age, so we can't press a female's claim, unfortunately. 55 reasons here. 35 here. We can try to sway him. And then potentially target Lithuania instead. If we were to do that, what would we have for claimants here? Actually, there's a lot of opportunities here, potentially. Any of these that are just available to invite. Actually, this guy. So we just invite this guy to court. He is an insane adventurer. He is a lunatic and possessed. So he's not exactly top-tier king material, right? But he has a claim. He also has no children. And we don't really care if this ends up being a situation where it passes to a different line, right? That would be probably ideal, all things considered. We are, however, short on prestige to do this. We can change this king's contract. We'll definitely use our hook on feudal levies. We can demand a payment from this guy. We have prisoners that we can ransom. This is all fine. We're just not going to ransom our own vassals. So we can go through this list. There's a lot here. Okay. So we're just going to get these a couple at a time, not doing vassals. And of course, this isn't going to be all of them. Some of these are going to be to the same person, and we can only ransom one at a time. So that's fine. We'll get all those going. We can create West Slavia, which is an empire title. Which gives us de jure claims on Galicia Volhynia. Okay, that'll get us prestige. If we go in here, we're now her de jure vassal. And yeah, in order to get that proper, we would need to have rightful ownership done. So that's 12 years out. So I think for now, of course, we do go after Lithuania. He's currently ransoming. Okay, so we declare war, pressing this guy's claim on the Kingdom of Lithuania. If we don't press this now, this guy's probably going to die not too far in the future. And that definitely is a thing that we want to do. So his wife is 28. There's a possibility that he has children. But we definitely do this. This guy is not great. But we don't necessarily care about that. His children will probably be reasonably fine. So, what is our plan for pushing into Lithuania? We probably attack here, and then just push northward. I think that's the idea. So we would raise up our men-at-arms here. We'd raise up levy troops. Lithuania had how many? They had an ally. Let's let their ally join. There we go. And 30,000. Okay, that seems pretty doable. 42,000? Sure, that'll do. 8 days now, and we see their army over here. A schemic court, hello. Let's go back into our realm map mode. We'll group these together, and we will split off our siege force. I'm going to go for, like, 15,000 here. There, that'll do. And we're going to put in a siege commander. We're going to come out over this direction, and we're going to look to chase down the Lithuanian army. They're heading this way, which is away from our siege force. That is exactly what we want. And they're just running here. This is not a good position for them to fight. They really shouldn't fight there. But we're just going to push up into Lithuania. And we're going to fight part of their force here. We did not catch their entire force. Oh, wow. All of Brabant as well? That's 2 good rolls in a row there on the Holy Roman Empire fabrications. I love it. We're going to continue to work on fabricating. And we now know that we have, if we go into the duchy map mode, we have all of Brabant, which includes these 2 counties. We have all of Holland, which includes these 4 counties. So that's 6 counties at this point. This is starting to already look pretty decent. But looking down here, we need to go for Luxembourg. So, this county here. Beautiful. Of course, we win our battle out over this way. There was never any doubt about that. We're going to start heading back up towards our siege force. And I'm keeping an eye on these guys. Can we hit them here? Yes, I believe that'll stack wipe. We finished up our siege, and we're going to get these 3 castles and then hit their capital. Cool. And now we'll push down this direction and continue to fight their forces. Since they're apparently deciding to siege over here. I don't know why they decided to do that. This is not a good call, but sure. Of course, you can also ask, is there any such thing as a good call for Lithuania, like tactically, in this situation? No. The answer is no. They don't have any good options. Their best option is to try to come up here and stack wipe this force while we're separate, outmaneuver us. But even if they do that, that's just... It's just delaying the inevitable, to be honest. We just got excommunicated. Presumably because we keep attacking Catholic rulers. Fair enough. And we're just going to make our way off this direction to protect our siege force. We don't really care all that much about being excommunicated, to be honest. Something just happened here. Our counselor died from being ill, and now we're 8 above our domain limit, so... 250 piety sounds okay. I want to... What did we inherit? We clearly inherited something. Oh. Oh, okay. We're suddenly holding every, or almost every title in our realm individually. That is because our counselor who died was our patriarch, who was holding all of these bishoprics. Fascinating. Okay. So we're going to work on dealing with this guy. He, I believe, already endorses us, but we'll see about that. We're going to need to hand out all of these bishoprics, and we're going to grant these to nobles of the culture here. Yeah, this guy is not happy with us because we are excommunicated. Fair enough. So that's our new patriarch there. We need to go through and... wait. Okay, so all of this reverted to our patriarch. Okay, noted. So we need to sway this guy, obviously. And that just forced an update. Okay, that's fine. So we're going to finish up this siege here very shortly. And then we're going to move up over here. Now, we could potentially catch their force here. They're going to head this direction and likely look to attack our siege force. So after we're done with that, we're going to head up here. They should attack our siege force here, but they're actually coming back this direction and fighting us in these open plains. This is a very bad idea. They should not fight us in the plains, for sure. They should force us to fight in locations like this barony, which is in a forest and has defensive buildings. But no, they're just fighting us in the open plains. We captured King Conrad, and that means that we enforce our demands. We disband our troops, and great. So that's Lithuania under our control. Now we've got Estonia here. We've got this Grand Principality that we can go after. This guy has a claim on Estonia, just straight up. Unfortunately, we are lacking the prestige to do that, so that would be a little bit on the tough side. We can certainly call a hunt and start building up our prestige. So we'll go ahead and do that. A rude vassal, huh? Well, we'll become a mediator. Seems fine. And I do want to keep an eye on this guy. He has 200 reasons not to join here. 176. He's Orthodox. Noted. We're probably going to have to conquer him because he is a king. But that's fine. So we're going to work up our prestige here. We definitely need to work on that. And we may at this point want to switch off of wealth focus. It would mean that we'd be giving up on getting all of this finished out this life, but I doubt that's going to happen. In all honesty, we're probably too old for that now. We are 62. In which case, we should switch over to a Majesty focus for the additional prestige, which we'll go ahead and do. That seems fine. This ransom is acceptable. I wonder if it's because we didn't take part in this and just keep declaring on Christian rulers. Probably. That's probably why we got excommunicated. This seems fine. What about this one? That seems fine as well. Cool. Is our hunt over? Apparently it is. Okay, I guess I just missed the event. We'll host a feast, and yes, County of Namur. Wonderful. So we're going to continue working on fabricating down this direction. Sadly, we didn't get the whole duchy this time, but it was unusual that we got both of them. The King of Lithuania would leave the Independence faction. Sure, go ahead and do that. Hey, we discovered plate armor. So at this point, we are exposing rightful ownership, or rather, we are exposing court officials. We have rightful ownership being worked on. That'll be done in 11 years. Standing armies is still a ways away. And 210 prestige here. Is that enough to take over Estonia with this guy's claim? Not quite. We need 960. Okay. What else can we do here? Well, we can definitely form titles. So we've got this duchy title, and we can create that. That would de jure go to this countess, so we would grant that title here in the Empire of Scandinavia. And now we have enough, at this point, to attack Estonia. This isn't exactly a de jure claim, but we're pressing this guy's claims. I'm going to press the Baron's claim, I think. Well, he's 70. This guy has the same claim, but is 58. Yep, we're going to press this instead. So this guy has access to like 46,000 troops. And a lot of men-at-arms, actually. But let's do it. We're going to take out this little exclave first, I think. No, we should not. We should head directly for his capital, so we should raise up over here. We're going to raise men-at-arms and levy troops. We know we need around 50,000 levy troops. We just became obese. We can try to lose weight. Apparently it's not in here yet. It'll probably tick in eventually. So yeah, we know we need around 50,000 here. Cool. 60,000 will do. And there's our men-at-arms. So we're going to get our siege force here. Going for about 15,000 again, and they are going to get a siege leader and head on up over this way. While we come this direction and get in between these guys and our siege force. We could have gone around this way and tried to cut them off, but if we had done that, they could have doubled back. So, okay, these guys are here. Stop it, autosave. I want to catch these here. Beautiful. So we want to catch them spread out like this, right? Because we know that people like this are going to be a little tough. If they're all grouped together, they have a lot of men-at-arms. So we're going to go hit their capital right now. And that battle was won, so now we're going to come down this direction and fight here. We're continuing to sway our court chaplain. And this is all looking great. They are running away from us over here, but we're going to catch at least some of their force here. Cool. There we go. So we catch that force there. There's some battling going on down this direction. We may need to make our way back up, but we just captured their capital. We're at 71% war score right now. So these guys end up winning this battle, and they're getting fought by our vassals that are apparently rebelling in this area. If they win, then we can continue to attack them here. So that'll be fine. This siege is over. We're just going to head over this direction. We're at 84% right now. They lost this battle, so we need to head up this direction and pursue them. The siege will be over in 10 days. There we go. And we'll just hit over here. We're at 90%. They're retreating up this way, which is slightly spooky, but we'll keep an eye on that. They're looking like they want to group up, but the war's over, so we'll just put our guy in. Beautiful. And Estonia is now under our control. Absolutely great. So next targets. Denmark. Yeah, this isn't going to happen. Denmark and Galicia-Volhynia are both our de jure vassals. And we'll need to deal with that. And then we can attack Ruthenia and Novgorod basically at our leisure, if we can find claimants for them. Pavel here would be a good idea. But I'm not sure that we can convince him. His reasons for joining would be minus 50. He's his liege's knight. That does make things difficult. Okay. Novgorod is de jure part of the Empire of Russia. So, with that being the case, we would need to expand quite a lot into here. That would basically mean taking over Ruthenia, for sure. That may well be the next move here. What do we have for claimants? Quite a decent number of them. Any of these that would just come to court for free? No. Okay, so going back up here, we've got, like, this guy. He has 120 reasons not to join. He's his liege's relative and knight. So that's not going to happen. This guy only has 5 reasons. We can send him a gift, like so, and now invite him to court. So we invite him to court, and then we can press his claim on Ruthenia. Yeah, that's just a county there, that's a county, that's a county. But this guy has a kingdom-level claim. Now, this is more prestige than we have. So we're going to, well, we could extort our subjects. Now, where are my loyal subjects? But what we're really going to want to do here is create the Baltic Empire. We'll create that title. Beautiful. And now we have enough to declare on Ruthenia. So we declare this war. Absolutely. This is 100% the move here. 52,718. Okay. So we're going to raise our men-at-arms. Levy troops. We're targeting around 60,000. County extorted. Sure. Okay, 60,000 troops. Let's do this. We've got 20,000, 25, 40. Yes, get that claim. I do want to get our next claim going over here in the County of Bar. Beautiful. And there we go. That's close enough. So these forces are good to go. We'll get these raised up. There we go. Group together, and we're ready to attack Ruthenia. It is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we're going to take over Ruthenia, and we're just kind of killing time with these conquests over here until rightful ownership finishes up, which will be in about 9 years. At that point, we'll be able to take over Denmark and Galicia-Volhynia with no problem whatsoever. We take over Ruthenia here, and that will maybe give us enough to form the Empire of Russia, allowing us to take over Novgorod de jure at the same time as Galicia and Denmark. In the meantime, of course, we are working our way down with claims in the Holy Roman Empire. This snowball is insane. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, James, Shadow Wolf, and Lohan80, Rogue Corvid, Kintogan, Spartan News, Nick Smarty, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, Anna the Elephant, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.